Tonight, after the interview, News on 6 reporter Katira Winfrey spoke to both Terence Crutcher and Betty Shelby supporters and is on the story with their reaction tonight.
Well, I asked, could this interview change perspectives? And based on the people that I spoke to, they said it's interesting and maybe it can. But so close to the trial, they'll rely on the jury to decide. Months after the city of Tulsa erupted in protest following the death of Terence Crutcher, the former police officer at the center of it, Betty Shelby, is telling her side of the story.
I'm feeling that his intent is to do me harm, and I keep thinking, don't do this. Please don't do this.
I sat down with Mark Lewis of We the People Oklahoma, an activist group in Tulsa.
He didn't have the opportunity to at least meet the jury. She made her decision.
Throughout Shelby's 60-minute segment, Lewis often shook his head, even more so when Shelby said Crutcher caused his own death.
How can he cause his own death? She was the person who shot. She mentioned in reference to he was at a zombie state, but all of a sudden he become fast.
Contrary to Lewis's take on the interview, Amanda Miller with LIMSA, a police advocacy group, had a different take.
Some people it's not going to make a difference at all. Other people, hearing her perspective and hearing what went through her mind, it might actually help them.
She says it may not necessarily change the public's perspective, but it highlighted something more important.
When an officer feels their life is in danger, they are forced to make a split-second decision. They don't get that hindsight to look back.
I believe that there were so many opportunities for Betty Shelby not to use lethal force.
Both agree the trial outcome won't be decided by everyone, only the jury.
My organization has said from the beginning that we are going to 100% go with what the verdict decides.
And Lewis and Miller continue to question the portrayal of both Crutcher and Shelby, but at the end, both are asking that Tulsa remain peaceful. Reporting live in Tulsa, Katira Winfrey, News on 6.